Hi there. We are continuing with week 7 regular expressions, and today I am going to deal with the fourth problem, regular expressions, which is over here. The problem states that in a file called um.py we need to create there is a function called count.py. Here you can see in the pseudocode which has been given, and it expects a line of text as an input, a star. Here you can see it, and it returns as an int, that is integer, the number of times that appears in the text case insensitively as a word unto itself, not as a substring of some other word. For example, in the given text hello world, the function should return 1, but if you take yummy, it should return you 0. And before we submit, we also need to write another file, another program for testing our code, which need to be called test underscore um.py, and it must have 3 at least minimum or more functions which is going to collectively test the implementation of count. Let us try to define our test cases. When is an standalone word, then the count, for example in this string, it should be returning me 1, so that is one test case. If you come down over to this example, here there are two both of them are standalone, so our output should be 2, that is one test case. Another test case could be that, okay, if it is a part of another word, whether it is in between or at the beginning or at the end. So for example, here in case of yummy, it is returning me 0, that is second test case. Third test case is for checking it for case sensitivity, so it has to be case insensitive, so that can be our third test scenario. Another thing peculiar about this problem here is that what separates it from the first three problems. In the first three problems, we are supposed to validate the input that has been given by the user, but in this problem we have to find out a particular pattern, which is you can say it's a substring. I will not say substring of a word. In fact, it is a substring of a sentence, you can say. For example, if I come down over here, is a substring of this whole sentence here. So we have to find about this. So in that case, we are not validating, we are matching here. So it is different from the first three problems in this sense. If you check the hints here, it has been suggested that we should be using find all, which is what I am going to do. And another thing that is worth noting is that this particular hint slash lowercase b is defined as the boundary between a word or vice versa. Slash lowercase w stands for word, and this one stands for non-word. So I'm going to use these two. Before I start with the actual program, let me show you how find all and slash b works. So let me say something like this: rat, at, atom, automatic, and then let's say bat, again at, and cat. Here let us try to find at. So if I say something like this, print re dot find all, and let me put a raw string over here, slash b at, then again slash b, where it has to find in s. Now if I run this program, here you see it is finding me only these and this. It is not going to find me anything which is having any character onto the left hand side of at, or anything which is onto the right hand side of at, or where at, for example here, this, if you see this part is coming in between, which is a substring of this but automatic word. So this is what I am going to do here. Now let's get on to the solution. Let me copy the pseudocode that has been provided by the CS50. Copy it. Let's get rid of all this right here. Let me get rid of the extra spaces. Okay, we don't need all these lines. So I am going to write here re dot find all, find find all a raw string slash b slash b, where it has to search in s, and we need to ignore the case. It has to be case insensitive. So you can write here flag is equal to re dot ignore case, something like this, or you can simply write re dot I in uppercase. So this is it, and we can assign it to a variable called match. Now if I just try to print match here, let me get rid of what is over here, and let's copy something from the demo video. Let me copy this particular first one, hello comma world, and paste it. So I am getting here, ignore this none, because it is, this function is not returning anything. Similarly, if I come down over here, it should give me 2. If I run this program again, I am getting 2 times here, and So next part what we can do here is that, next part is easy. Now we have to find out how many times it is. So it is a list, you can see it very well here. So we can use length function, length. So we can write here length is equal to len match, and we can print that thing, and then we are good to go. Here you see 2. Still it is giving me none because I am not returning anything. So we can simply write here return length, and then it should be giving me 2, which is the thing. If I write here yummy, then I should be getting 0 perfectly. Now this function is, this is okay, but okay, we can be a bit smart, and we can, instead of these 3 lines, we can reduce it to we can make it into 1 line. Let's get rid of these 2, and what I am going to do here is that, let's get rid of this as well. I am going to apply the length right over here, and let me put everything inside a bracket, and I can write here return, and we are again good to go. 2, you can see it here. If I write here yummy, 0, and there was one more that I wanted to check here for case, uppercase or lowercase. This one we can check it out. Here the count should be, it should be returning me 2, if you can see it over here. No, I need to type the name of the program, but first clear the screen. It is taking into account this uppercase as well. One more, there is something which is of our interest here. Thanks for the album. It serves both the purpose, in the sense that here we have got in uppercase, and here album is at the end of a word, so it should be giving me just 1 as the output, which is correct. So we are good to with our program. Now it is time to write the test cases. So import the libraries first. Import count, and as I have said earlier that I am going to define my test cases around the 3 scenarios. So first let me write the skeleton of the program. And then main. Now here I am going to define my test cases. Test case insensitivity. Okay, then we can check for we can check for substring type of thing, and then test for valid input. So let me start with this, the first one. Def, this one, assert, count, and let me go here back to this here, because we have got something in uppercase, so it should give me 1. We can write one more test case, something like this. Let me pick up something from the demo video. I believe there was one here. Okay, nothing here given, but we can make something like this. Let me make it uppercase, and then it should give me again 2. Next test case is our test for substring. Assert, count, yummy. Now I should be getting it 0. Assert, count. If I write here, not here, album, again I should be getting here 0. And finally the third test case is valid input. I believe I could have named it a little better, but let it be. So let me copy this one. I should be getting 1. Assert, count. Let me copy this one. Again I should be getting 1. So I think we are done. So if I go and try to run the test cases here, name main is not defined. My mistake, I should have written here name. It is almost midnight here when I am recording this video, so here it has passed everything, so we can clear it, and let's jump straight away to the CS50 checks. Here it is. Till the time it is extracting the result, I would like to share with you that I have been publishing videos related to Python other than CS50 for Python on my YouTube channel. I will share the link of the playlists into the description box. You can go and check those videos out. Now let us wait for the results here. It is, let me pull it up little. So everything is in green. So it means that both the codes for um.py and test_um.py, it has passed all the parameters by CS50, and we are good to submit it. If you find this video helpful, consider giving it a like, share it with your friends who are pursuing CS50 for Python, and subscribe to my channel. Till that time, happy coding.